Welcome into the Penn State Field Hockey pregame show live here at the Penn State Field Hockey Complex. I'm Destiny Sanchez here, coming with exclusive content here at the Penn State Field Hockey Complex ahead of number 16 Penn State to face the number 7 Ohio State Buckeyes. It's a really special day here in Happy Valley for Penn State Field Hockey as it is alumni weekend. We have a bunch of Penn State Field Hockey alumni, including Char Curtis, former Penn State Field Hockey head coach. She will be joining me on set in a few moments. But let's take a look at the matchup tonight. Penn State is coming off a tough loss, 4-2 at Maryland on Sunday. The Nittany Lions got goals from Sophia Gladio and Carly Gannon late in the game after falling behind 4-0. Brie Baracco had 8 saves for Penn State in the game. And Ohio State enters the game with an 11-2 overall record. The Buckeyes are 4-1 in the conference after downing then top-ranked Iowa 2-1 in Iowa City and shutting out Indiana 3-0 on the road. Now, Penn State Field Hockey is warming up right behind me, and a little bit more on today's game. Brian Tripp chatted with Drew Taylor on what's important tonight against the Buckeyes.
Drew, how have the experiences that you and your teammates have had throughout the year prepared you for the match against Ohio State?
Oh, we are just so prepared. We've had a tough couple of games, but we've been practicing hard, competing this week, and just pushing each other. And I think we're ready to come out, and we have confidence for tomorrow.
How important is a fast start, especially to get on track offensively?
It's very important. It's important to score first, just get the momentum of the game going, get the momentum of the team, get the energy up. So that's what we're hoping to do.
You know this is such a tough league. How would you describe playing in the Big Ten on a night-in, night-out basis?
The Big Ten is such a tough conference, but it's really good competition. This is what D1 field hockey is all about. We love it, and we love to play hard, so it's great.
What has Coach Love Bervinchak said as a key point of emphasis going into the Ohio State matchup?
Definitely a key point of emphasis is just keeping the simple, doing the simple, playing together as a team, like doing what we know that we can do and playing Penn State field hockey.
Drew, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a great interview with Drew Taylor. With Teammates for Life, it's a new women's athletic initiative created to celebrate, elevate, and engage past, present, and future women athletes at Penn State. It's the first of its kind, led by none other, Char Curtis. Teammates for Life will prioritize the importance of relationships with the commitment toward building lifelong bonds across generations of successful Penn State women. Take a look.
Our brand is Teammates for Life because we have a supportive community as Penn Staters, but we haven't really brought the women together, and that's what I want to do. Our mission is to generate opportunities for the success of incoming, current, and alumni Penn State female athletes by celebrating, elevating, and engaging decades of successful Penn State women.
And I hope your teammates and other classmates and other people you meet on other teams are lifelong friends.
So when we say sisterhood, let's mean it. Coaches supporting coaches, players supporting players, right? Teams supporting teams, and we can create the best women's athletic department in the entire country.
And here on set with me is the leader for Teammates for Life, Char Curtis, and former Penn State head field hockey coach. Char, welcome back to the Penn State Field Hockey Complex. You are the spearhead for Teammates for Life. How have you enjoyed that initiative so far?
You know what, I'm so blessed. I left Penn State a year ago doing something I truly loved, so passionate about. Now I have the opportunity to do something I love and I'm so passionate about as well. So, I give a lot of credit to Pat Kraft for, trusting me with this initiative, and I just have an amazing team that's been helping me elevate, our women athletes.
The initiative is definitely in good hands with your leadership. It's alumni weekend here at the Field Hockey Complex. How is having a bunch of alumni here to watch Penn State play Ohio State tonight?
I just think it's a reflection of the pride of this program and just how they've always been committed to supporting each other as teammates, and especially this whole coaching staff. They're all former players. They're all Penn Staters, and LB is doing a great job leading them. So I think it really just shows a lot of support for the team, the girls, and also for the staff.
Absolutely, and we're seeing right behind us the progress of the new stadium. It's going to be great with a bunch of bleachers, press boxes, really, really great for the Penn State field hockey program. What does it mean to you to see this here in Happy Valley for Penn State field hockey?
You know, I'm so proud of the stadium, and again, the support of all the people that have given their generosity for the stadium to be, you know, really built and developed. This is something we talked about in 2010, and it's taken a long time, but it's obviously been worth the wait. I think it's a beautiful facility. I think it's going to be first class. There's nothing like it in any field hockey program in the country. So I think it's going to be a true statement to how well Penn State supports its female programs.
Absolutely. Not only great for Penn State field hockey, but the game as a whole to have a facility like this. Now, although you've taken the coach's cap off, it's moments before a game. What would you say in the huddle before a game like tonight?
You know, trust yourself, trust your teammates, trust your preparation. I've heard they had a great week of practice. You know, I talked to LB and Amanda, Lauren, Ayla, and they're like, Shar, they're just so focused. So I think just trust, you know that you're prepared, and preparation is going to give you that confidence today. You're at home, you've got a lot of people behind you around the field tonight, so let's go out and take it to Ohio State. Let's do that.
Shar, always a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you for coming on to the pregame show, and I hope you enjoy the game.
Awesome, thank you.
Sharmaret Curtis, yes, let's go State. Sharmaret Curtis here on set with me for Alumni Weekend, Penn State to face Ohio State. It's really great to see the progress of the new field hockey stadium for Penn State field hockey. I'm so excited to see those stands filled up next fall. So now to be able to show your support for Penn State athletics by naming a granite block at Beaver Stadium, honoring those that came before us at Legacy Plaza. Take a look.
Penn State lettermen, alumni, and fans. Be a part of Legacy Plaza outside the South Tunnel at Beaver Stadium. Over 2,200 bricks have already been sold and are in place. Plaques honoring the history of Penn State football have been installed. And due to the overwhelming success of the project, we've created more space so you can join in. Order your brick by October 17th to guarantee you'll receive a replica before the holidays. Show your Penn State pride and support all 31 sports and more than 800 student athletes by becoming a part of the Legacy Plaza project today. For more information, visit PennStateLegacyPlaza.com.
Next up for Penn State on Big Ten Plus, women's volleyball faces Indiana tonight at 7 p.m. Swimming and diving, Navy versus Penn State is tomorrow at 11 a.m. And Penn State women's soccer will face Ohio State Sunday at 1 p.m. exclusively on Big Ten Plus. And speaking of that game, for Penn State women's soccer match 8 versus Ohio State, there will be the first ever Big Ten Plus broadcast entirely in Spanish. Juan Mendez and Carlos Garcia, students at Penn State, will be calling the game entirely in Spanish. These students are making history exclusively on Big Ten Plus. And although it is the bye week, we are still looking ahead at Penn State football. On October 14th, it is homecoming for Penn State football to face UMass. We have consistently had 110,000 fans at Beaver Stadium. We want to see that atmosphere every game in Beaver Stadium. We're so excited to see Nittany Nation back in Beaver Stadium next Saturday at 3:30 for homecoming. Get there early and be loud. And for the upcoming schedule for Penn State field hockey, they will be hitting the road after this matchup tonight against Ohio State. They will be going to Michigan State Friday, October 13th at 6 p.m. And they will stay in Michigan but go over to the Wolverines Sunday, October 15th at 1 p.m. They'll come back to Happy Valley to face Northwestern Friday, October 20th at 5 p.m. And then also at the Penn State Field Hockey Complex against Iowa Sunday, October 22nd at 12 p.m. And now we have a special interview with Laura Geppert, Penn State Field Hockey Associate Head Coach, spoke with Brian Tripp on the preview on today's game against the Buckeyes.
Laura, what has the staff emphasized with the team heading into the matchup with Ohio State?
I mean, we just came out of film, and it was all about Big Ten hockey. So how are we stepping out, playing Big Ten, which is physical, it's aggressive, it's high pressure. So it's coming out and being ready for that fight.
Obviously, Ohio State is coming off some pretty impressive wins. What impresses you when you watch film on those Buckeyes?
Yeah, I mean, it's their speed of play and just their poise on the ball. piecing together some really nice passing. And then off the ball, they're high pressure, they're high intensity.
You know how competitive this league is, playing in this league and playing for Penn State. It's also alumni weekend. How important is this game, and how meaningful is it to have the opportunity to play in front of so many familiar faces as the entire Penn State field hockey family is together?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of power behind that. We are incredibly gifted to have such a rich alumni base. And I think what's extra special is that alumni base has a shared dislike for Ohio State. So, we were just reminiscing our playing days of, Ohio State is always a battle. So it's fun to have the energy from the crowd and people who understand what a Big Ten matchup is all about.
We were talking to Drew a little bit earlier, and she was speaking about how many different experiences the team has had and how confident they are going into the matchup. How have you seen that throughout their preparation during the week?
Yeah, I mean, it's been incredibly focused and a lot of great energy this week, which you, as a coach, you love to see. They come out day one, which for us is a Tuesday, and they're ready to grind. Wednesday, another, pretty intense day, and they brought the focus, they brought the work ethic, so we love that. And today it's all about the focus and how we put the pieces together.
I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Brian.
It's great to hear from Coach Geppert. Like Coach Shar said, Penn State field hockey, all of the coaches are former players. It truly is a family here at Penn State field hockey, and it's great to see how the coaches can move up in the ranks and to hear from Laura Geppert ahead of the Buckeyes. Now, the Nittany Lions are led by Gladio's 25 points off 12 goals and 1 assist. Mackenzie Alessi has had 13 off 5 and 3, while Gannon has had 11 off 4 and 3. Brie Baracco checks in with 54 saves and a .761 save percentage. Really great stats coming out of Penn State field hockey. And looking ahead to tomorrow for Penn State men's hockey. Penn State men's hockey begins their season on Saturday on Long Island. Brian Tripp sat down with Coach Guy Godowski for a preview on the season.
We get set to start another season for Penn State men's hockey. Brian Tripp joined by head coach Guy Godowski. Coach, first, how did you like the way the guys came back from the summer as you first got to see them on the ice this fall?
Well, it's exciting. We had probably the best season that we've had here at Penn State hockey, and everybody's excited, and everybody learned the lesson of great culture, so they were excited to come back and have a great time with the guys. And you know what, to be honest with you, at the start of the year, everybody's happy. You haven't lost yet, everybody's rolling, so it's been a good time.
Going into the first weekend of action, what are you looking forward to seeing the most and learning about your team?
Well, we have a lot to learn, and we don't know yet because there are a lot of new faces, and specifically a lot of our offense from the last year is gone. So we're going to be interested to see who fulfills those roles. It's a great opportunity for a lot of players. Also, specialty teams being a priority for us. We've worked on it more at the start of this year than we have in the past, so I really hope that we get off to a good start.
You talked about a lot of encouragement and excitement about seeing the D-Corps. You feel like it might be the strongest D-Corps that the program's ever had. Why are you excited about that group?
Because of the experiences and the success that they've had. I mean, Coach Fisher has been pretty adamant that this is the best D-Corps that we've had to this point. And I think he's right. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're excellent players, but they've also played big roles in the past. So now they get to show it in an even bigger way. They're more experienced, and I think they're all hungry to build on the year that they had last year. They have a lot of pressure on them. They had a great year last year, and now for us to be successful, they certainly are going to have to lead the way.
Speaking of a great year last year, how does Liam Soulier build upon the year he had a season ago?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the opportunity to do so, and we'll see. He's not really phased. Like, he's a mentally tough guy that really doesn't get caught up in a lot of things. So I don't think he's going to feel the pressure to it. I think he's going to enjoy the opportunity.
As a coach, do you ever feel completely ready for the first weekend of games?
Well, I have not. So maybe other coaches, but certainly I haven't.
Coach, we can't wait to see this season get started. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, Tripper.
Super excited for Penn State men's hockey. Best of luck to them tomorrow. And looking at Penn State in the polls, wrestling is at number 1. Women's soccer is at 4. Penn State football is at 6. Women's ice hockey is at 11. Women's volleyball is at 14. Penn State field hockey and men's hockey are at 16. And men's soccer are at 19. And this is Rec Hall right now. We have volleyball playing Indiana at 7 p.m. Looks like the ladies are about to go out onto the court to warm up, but you can also catch that game on Big Ten Plus tonight. Number 16 Penn State field hockey will be facing the Ohio State Buckeyes, number 8 in the Big Ten battle at Penn State Field Hockey Complex. The girls are warming up right behind me for this exclusive coverage of today's matchup. It's alumni weekend for Penn State Field Hockey. A lot of former players are here to watch the game. Shar Moret Curtis was on set earlier in the show, and it was great to catch up with her, also to hear from Laura Geppert. The ladies behind me are warming up before this really intense matchup. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. It's a little bit cloudier today in Happy Valley with high 60s. It's what I like to call field hockey weather. So I'm really excited for this matchup, and it's great to see all the players that are out there tonight. Sophia Gladio, Mackenzie Alessi, Carly Gannon, Brie Baracco, big contributors for Penn State Field Hockey. It's going to be a great game here in Happy Valley. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Penn State Field Hockey pregame show. It's been a great show just to highlight all the alumni and the family atmosphere here at Penn State Field Hockey. Excited to watch the Buckeyes face off the Nittany Lions. Here at the Penn State Field Hockey Complex, I'm Destiny Sanchez. Thank you for watching.